I was dreading having to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning and go and meditate in the hall. But actually, after about the first few days, I got used to the early mornings, and then I found that the meditation, the energy and the vibrations and just the lovely singing that our group did was just beautiful. And I began to really look forward to my morning meditation sessions. And we learnt lots and lots of different styles, which I expect other people might tell you about. But very, very interesting. And my mind was closed to meditation when I came, and it's been completely opened up to that. And that's something I'm definitely going to take home with me.
I mean, I think I'd second you on that, and I'm definitely an 8-hour sleep person. So for me it was a challenge as well to get up at 5. But and again, I didn't have any experience at all with meditation. Probably shied away from it, if anything. But it definitely gets you ready for the day, and it's done in such an open way that you take it to your own level. There's no pushing on anything or trying to get you to imagine anything, or it's just you and yourself and your own mind, and gets you set for the day, and gives you a few more minutes to wake up before you have to start your class. But yeah, no, it was really good. It was really good.
And I think also when you're taking that into your own teaching and into your own class as well, and you can take as much or as little of that and make it your own style, just to pass on to new students.
Yeah, all the different types. Yeah.
Yeah, it is just a great way to wake up in the morning. You've got to be here, you've got to experience it. It really is fantastic.
Meditation here was a very beautiful way to start the day. Some meditations I wasn't expecting, and they made me feel super most happy. So yeah, it's something to take home to Canada and teach other people, and it's a very nice way to get to know your own mind. Yeah. Thanks.
I don't have anything to add. Everybody has said it really nicely. So, Taryn.
Okay. Again, it was great just to see there's so many different approaches and there's so many different techniques that you can use to meditate. And I love the combination of the mantras with the meditation. Again, I sort of saw them as two separate entities. And that whole beginning with the sound vibrations, just to calm the mind, focus the mind down, and then meditating definitely made a very big difference. And I found it easier if you meditate in a group to then go and do your own personal meditation on your own. It was certainly much easier to do.
Gives you confidence, I think, doesn't it? Doing it in the group gives you confidence to, especially like the OMs, to sound those out. Feel a bit silly doing it on your own.
On your own, yes.
And then, but when you've learned it with the group, it's good.
And then you're able to do it with your class,
Yes.
which you never thought you would do when you got here.
No.
Yes.
What do you think about the traditional way of teaching of yoga here?
Sucks.
What do you mean? Or the...
What do you think? Like here you were having different lectures, like theoretical part of on the traditional yoga, like Patanjali Yoga Sutra, some Hatha Yoga.
Okay.
So they touch.
That's important.
So
That's really
how
important.
beneficial it is to know the theoretical part aspect of yoga.
goodness.
It is really helpful, or you just want to practice yoga physically. That's
I think that's what separates yoga from exercise, isn't it?
Sure.
That's part of it.
Do you think that it is really very helpful to know more about yoga?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yes,
Because
How?
as a
it gives it
teacher-
so much context.
Yeah.
When you understand the history of how this practice evolved, it gives it a lot more context. So you can take the truth back home to the Western world, and have the yoga be a lot more than just exercise.
And also, sorry,
As teachers, if you're going to go home and teach, I mean, you don't want to be teaching a class, and if someone asks a question and you're like, I don't know,
Yeah.
you know, you're not going to look very smart in front of them and that. So it's definitely, that's another bonus as well, you know, to be able to answer any questions that might come along your way.
Yeah, and also I think we've studied the Sanskrit language while we've been here, which helps completely in explaining the asanas to your students. Which I, again, is something I thought I would never even get the hang of, which has been really useful.
Now we can speak Sanskrit to each other.
I don't know about that.
I think another important point as well is that 4 hours of physical yoga every day here is probably just about enough. So to have something else to fill the rest of the day, and as the ladies have said, you know, it really is beneficial to know where yoga came from. You can't go out there and teach it with any sort of confidence if you don't know where it came from. And it is, you know, about more than just physical exercise.
And also, I think when you then study yourself and you read the books, because we've now got the basics and the understanding, when you now look at yoga books, you actually understand more what they're talking about, whereas before it was just really hard going to study yoga books, I think.
I think they said it all.
I really, really, really enjoyed the lectures because for me, yoga can't just be a physical thing. There is an intellectual side to it as well. And if you're really going to get a full understanding and a grasp of it, you do need to understand what are the principles of yoga. And I especially like the yamas and the niyamas, just to say how one thing in your life affects everything else. And it's very true. If you're not eating properly and taking care of yourself, you can't expect to walk into your yoga class and bend and touch your toes. Everything that you do, everything that you say is affecting everything else that you do and everything else that you say. So that was quite nice again, just to place it into the bigger picture of what is yoga. And also just to give yourself the understanding that you're not just doing some small thing. What you're doing can affect your spiritual development, and hopefully as a teacher be able to pass that knowledge on to your students as well.
And food, what you were getting here?
Oh, we can talk about that for a long time.
Now we're talking.
The food was very good.
Food's
yeah.
to die
Where do we
for.
start?
Yeah, it's fantastic. A pomegranate for breakfast every day.
So healthy, you
So
know.
healthy. Just feels
Very
so
healthy, very
good.
clean food.
So energetic.
Made
Very
with a lot of
clean.
love.
And flavor, just the flavor of the food. That every mouthful. you
Tomatoes.
The coconut chutney.
Yeah, the basic spicy mix.
Nice
Try it.
porridge. There's that lovely porridge for breakfast.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Really great curries.
No, you'll go away from here feeling totally refreshed, totally detoxed.
Healthy, yeah.
Yeah,
And you
most
look at a
healthy.
big slice of chocolate cake and go, no.
some of you won't.
And also the really nice fresh fruit drinks in the afternoon made
Naming
with
craft names.
papayas and
Ginger.
pineapple and ginger.
Yeah.
I mean, it's plentiful.
Yes.
You know, you
Yeah.
certainly won't go hungry.
No,
Don't be worried about the food at all. It's great.
no.
It's fantastic.
It's wonderful.
And you lose weight from doing all the yoga. And you can eat all the lovely food. So it's cool.
The best of both
And you
worlds.
eat in silence, so
Which,
it's
yes,
a different
thank you.
experience
Very nice.
to concentrate
enjoy
on
your
absorbing
food.
the energy from it,
food.
which is very different from all the small talk we do in coffee shops, isn't it?
Yes. Shoveling it in.
It's very important.
Coffee?
Yeah.
What's that?
And chew, was it chew 38 times? Is it?
32 or something.
32? Yeah.
32 chews.
Yeah.
Yep.
To make you really digest the
Digest
food.
it.
Brings
Yeah.
awareness to your meal.
But no one's
Consciousness.
Yeah.
Especially as Westerners, I think we just so thoughtlessly open something and shove it in your mouth. You never actually think, what am I eating?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whereas if you're in silence, you're looking at what you're eating, you're focusing on it, you're actually going, hang on a minute,
And you're
what's...
kind of feeling it from the inside out, aren't you?
But don't take our word for it. Come and try it for yourself.
Yeah. Food is great.
It's the sales line.